Hello, I'm Cassie Knoll. This week on Suncoast FYI, Ultra Luxury Property Group, Pines of Sarasota's Rehabilitation and Senior Care Community, and it's time for the 6th Annual Celebration of Pets. All next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. Christy Travis Hay and Kimberly Mills are two of the three founders of Ultra Luxury Property Group. They join me now to tell us about their real estate business. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
And you guys are so coordinated today. It looks lovely with the reds and blacks.
Appreciate it.
Good choice. That looks awesome. So, Christy, tell us about the Ultra Luxury Property Group and how you all got started.
Sure. I've been selling for 15 years. We actually, all three of us have. I've been partners with my brother, Jay Travis, and we've been selling. We are fourth-generation realtors here in the area.
Oh, my goodness.
So we have a lot of background. It runs in our blood. And we've done a lot of sales, had consistently been top teams in the state of Florida. And we really feel we want to stay on top of the education. We hold 10 different designations.
Oh, my goodness.
And like to stay on top of the changing market.
Yeah.
Kim's also, like I said, been selling 15 years in the same office. She's had a lot of leadership positions, local, state level. She was the president of the Women's Council of Realtors and has an extensive background. She graduated with a business degree and a minor in marketing.
Wow.
And had also a very successful sales career. So we just decided that it would be great to team up and really focus on the ultra luxury property sales.
That sounds like such an impressive team of people that you put together there. Not to mention, of course, the Florida State connection. I have to say, we talked about this ahead of time. Go Knowles.
All three of us, that's right.
Yep. Go
all
Knowles.
Four.
All right, so Kim, I just read that you were recently featured on the front cover of Real Magazine.
That's right.
Right here. And your tagline says, an exclusive concierge real estate experience. Tell me about that.
Well, when buyers and sellers move into our area, they're also buying a lifestyle. When they're buying a lifestyle, they're going to need people to help them. Our services go way beyond the buying and selling of their property. So we introduce them to an elite business partner situation where we have from A to Z lots of different companies that work along with us that are trusted, and they could use their services.
That's amazing, and that is actually a really good point that you just made. A lot of people will move to an area, the realtor set them up with a house and say thank you and leave, and now what? That's fantastic
right.
that you guys continue. Like you said, they're buying a lifestyle when they come down here.
That's correct.
So whether they need a doctor for their child, school recommendations, movers, whatever it may be, we do have, like Kim said, a group of elite business partners.
Wow, that's impressive. I think that definitely sets you apart from any realtor that I've spoken to by far. So do you have any advice for the luxury owner who wants to put their house on the market? Where do they even start?
I think it's a good idea to kind of look at their time frame. What we do when we get a call is we come in with a team. So we bring in an interior designer, we look at the house. Does it need to be staged? Do things need to be put into storage? We have a storage company that they can go to. So there's a lot of things that you have to do ahead of time before listing. And I think it's important that the luxury agent is aware that it's not just about the sale of the house. It's actually about, like Kim said, a lifestyle. So whether they buy in a golf course community, we really focus on showing them out on the golf course, eating at the country club. Like, what is that going to encompass? And we have a great partner with a local production company here in Sarasota that we film these lifestyle movies with actors and actresses.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Yeah, so like, for example, if the house is near the airport, we show someone flying in on the jet, landing at the house. If it's an entertaining house, the actors and actresses are throwing a party there. So it kind of gives you a feel for what you're buying and actually living in the house.
That's amazing that you guys do all of that. That's very impressive. So I've also read that you have an international division that handles foreign buyers and sellers. Tell me a little bit about that.
That's correct. Well, we are under the umbrella of RE/MAX Alliance Group, our ultra luxury property group. And along with that, RE/MAX has an amazing global international presence in the world. We are in 100 countries and have over 100,000 realtors throughout the world. And we all have traveled extensively throughout the world and visited various RE/MAXs in different countries and see how it works. And we have on the website, it's been translation 38 different languages, and they can have currency conversion within a touch of a button. So that brings the international buyer to be able to search for properties. Also, on our elite business partners, we have people like such as an attorney and the currency direct that can help them in their process of buying over here.
I can't imagine how difficult that would be, trying to purchase a home in a different country altogether, maybe even a different language, different currency, like you said. And you guys, again, make it easy.
We do. We also offer a real estate consulting, so we can go fly with them to help them purchase a property over in a different country or a different state.
Wow. You guys really do offer options for everybody, don't you? So we also heard that you're getting ready to have a VIP party to raise money for 2 different foundations. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, all 3 of us since day one when we started 15 years ago, we really love Children's Miracle Network. They work with All Children's Hospital, which is phenomenal.
Yes.
All 3 of us have always donated a portion of our commission of each transaction for 15 years towards that. But they accept all children no matter what, and their motto is saving one child at a time, and it's a phenomenal thing to give money towards. The second one is actually team tennis. It was founded here locally by Bunner Smith and Nick Bollettieri. And Jay and I have extensive background in the tennis field, and we just feel strongly that teaching these underprivileged kids tennis, they mentor them, they give them an advantage in life, you know, learning dedication and all these things, and it's a really important thing. So we're excited to give to these 2 foundations and keep it local.
Wow. And so for your VIP party, is there tickets that anybody should be purchasing or following up on for this?
Yes.
Or is this invitational?
Well, we are starting with invitation only, but throughout the year we're going to have additional events that you can purchase tickets for to go toward these foundations.
Perfect. That's amazing. Those foundations both are wonderful causes. So if someone has heard all these lovely things and would like to get more information, where can they go for that?
You can go to our website, which is ultraluxurypropertygroup.com, and then also you can email us at info@ultraluxurypropertygroup.com, and our phone number is 941-321-9601.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, ladies. It sounds like you have a wonderful business.
Thanks, Cassie.
Thank you. And coming up on Suncoast FYI, Pines of Sarasota, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Pines of Sarasota provides rehabilitation services, skilled nursing, assisted living, and memory care at their rehabilitation and senior care community. Here to tell us more about this wonderful place are Joel Amistoso and Lottie Verano. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
It's lovely to have you here today, and we're going to talk about a subject that maybe some people don't think about that often, but falling is actually a problem. So Joel, tell me some facts about falling.
Okay, so as a physical therapist myself, unfortunately, 90% of the time that we see people on our caseload is actually after a fall.
90%?
90%,
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
So, and recently CDC had come up with vital statistics about falling. And I'd like to share that with you because this is actually the one that kind of prompted Pines to act on this particular epidemic. Do you know that if a person falls once, it is likely 2 to 3 times more that this person will fall again.
Oh, wow.
Right. And then 1 out of 3 65 years and older Americans would actually have a fall this year.
Wow. These statistics are a lot higher than I thought they would be.
Absolutely. Actually, every 13 seconds, a senior is actually brought to the ER because of a fall. And then every 20 minutes, unfortunately, a senior dies because of fall-related injuries.
Wow.
So it's quite high and staggering.
It is. That 90% figure right at the beginning really just surprised me, and everything after that.
That's right.
Wow, that's
right.
that's really sad to hear that those numbers are so high.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is the reality. So that's why we're thinking if we come up with a program like a preemptive or proactive approach to falling, it would be best for us to get to those patients before the actual injury occurs.
Yeah, maybe you can actually prevent it from happening.
Yeah.
So what are the potential causes of falls?
Yeah, there is actually numerous amount of the causes of it, but we can actually group it together to just medical reasons and environmental reasons. For example, if somebody is diagnosed with a particular diagnosis that affects one's muscle power or strength, their mobility and flexibility is limited, their balance and their coordination is somewhat hampered, and even their endurance, all of this contributes the mobility will be further decreased, and therefore their safety awareness is also decreased.
Wow. I mean, I'm clumsy already. I mean, I couldn't imagine if you had medical problems as well that were
Correct.
adding to that.
Right, and on top of that are environmental reasons, like it could be as simple as you know, wearing the proper footwear, for example, to hazards that are out there in their homes or in the community. So those are the reality that's out there that in a way contributes to why people are falling.
And so you guys have a program called the Ready and Steady program. Can you give me a little bit of an overview about that?
Sure, sure. We actually started off with a complimentary fall risk assessment, and it's actually have 3 parts. The first part is a CDC formulated and came up with a set of questions that would give us an information of their history. And then the second part of the test is actually called the TUG test, short for Timed Up and Go test. And it gives actually the therapist a good idea of what are the risk factors as they are observed to walk a certain distance. And then the last but not least is actually the use and the utilization of the Biodex SD balance machine.
Oh, okay.
And actually the machine electronically and computer-wise actually reads the strengths and the deficits of the patient. So after all of those tests are done, then we compare notes and scores. And obviously after all of that is kind of summarized, then we come up with a plan of action pertaining to how you fare with your performance with those tests.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so Lottie, you went through that performance assessment, right?
Yes, I did.
So what did you think of the assessment? Did you think it was thorough? You can answer candidly, they're not listening.
Okay. Well, first I want to say I didn't fall.
Okay.
I went there because I felt my balance was not what it used to be, like many other things that happen at this age. And when I heard of the program, I thought it would be a good chance for me to assess my risk and just see how I could benefit from this program. Indeed, when I got there and my risk was assessed, my balance was well into years beyond my actual age. And I can tell you afterwards, after the program, my balance was restored to years preceding my age. So I was quite well pleased with the program.
So basically you went in for the assessment, they determined that you needed treatment from it, and then
Correct.
they were able to provide that for you as well.
Correct. And they were able to provide treatment, which in fact worked.
Wow.
So I'm
well,
very
good.
pleased with that.
I'm glad to hear that. Now you can
Yes.
move around a lot easier, huh?
Yes, yes.
Very cool. So, so you like the outcome of this. Do you still go back for rehabilitation now?
No, I had 4 sessions. The nice thing about the sessions are they give you take-home practices that you can do to keep on improving your balance. And I am a bit faithful with that, and I do feel continual improvement. And I can feel, again, the difference in myself is I don't feel like the little old man now that's going to fall out of his chair anymore.
Good.
No, it was very helpful.
That's amazing. Joel, were you one of the doctors that worked with Lottie?
I actually did the fall risk assessment for him, and one of our physical therapists continued on with the program. Yeah.
So is this is a common story of
Absolutely.
what you see come through there?
Absolutely, yeah. What he was talking about, improvement on the age bracket, are actually those parameters on that Biodex machine. So as you get better with your balance, you seem like you're getting younger, doesn't it? Because there you go.
He's like, yeah, 2 thumbs up on that
That's
one.
right.
Let's just say my balance is better.
There you go. There you go.
Well, if people now have listened to this and are interested in finding more information, where can they go for that?
Okay, so we have a direct line for the program. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's 941-552-1882. And there is a person that is actually dedicated just for that line. You make the appointment, my availability will be in there, and we do the assessment, and we'll take it from there.
And then if people are just interested in the rehabilitation and senior care community, it's pinesofsarasota.com, right?
.org.
.org, all right.
.org, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I'm glad to hear your success story, Lottie.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
having us here.
Thank you very much. And next on Suncoast FYI, it's time for the celebration of pets. We'll have those details after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The 6th annual Celebration of Pets will be taking place in a couple of weeks, and here to give us all the details about the event, are David and Christina DC. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have you guys back.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so Christina, tell me all about the Celebration of Pets.
Well, the Celebration of Pets, this year is our 6th annual, and it's basically just a great day for the whole family to come together, parents, kids, and of course your family pet. There's not many things to do in Sarasota that you can take your pet to, so that's why we want to start this Celebration of Pets. And we have a lot of activities going on throughout the day. We have music, our lure coursing is back where the dogs can chase a mechanical bunny, and our circus act, and of course lots and lots of vendors.
Wow, that sounds like so much going on. And this is obviously in a big location as well, right? The Sarasota Fairgrounds?
It is, yes. It's a very big place, and we're expecting lots of people.
And with this being your 6th annual, you kind of got this down pat too.
The parts move all pretty well together. And at
Yeah.
the same time, Cassie, it's like a giant pet adopt-a-thon.
Oh, yeah?
We have over 50 rescue groups that will be there.
Oh, my
We have
goodness.
all the big ones that are always there, but we have over 20 breed-specific rescue
Wow.
groups. So if people are looking to adopt a particular breed of dog, they'll probably be able to find it there. And we'll also have a few cat and bird rescues represented as well.
That's
So
nice
we hope
you
to
get
find
them in
out-
there too.
Oh yeah, but we
Yeah.
hope to find hundreds of pets new homes from this event.
That's wonderful. I mean, I'm a pet lover. I have fur babies at home and everything. So, I mean, this event is just so much fun for anybody and everybody that loves animals to go to.
Absolutely.
Because you're surrounded by other people that feel the same way. So, why do you put this event together?
Well, we've been publishing Pet Pages magazine since 1997, and all through the years, we always heard people say, well, there's not much to do in Sarasota with your pet. So we decided, hey, let's make a really fun day for people and their pets where the whole family can go out together and have a great time. And it was started in 2010, and it was a really fun thing, and everybody said, well, bring it back. So this is our 6th annual now, and it's worked out really well.
And you guys have a fantastic turnout, which is part of the fun, is the energy that comes along with so many people being there, and all of the pets, of course, too. So tell me about this new venue.
Well, every year we've had it at the Sarasota Fairgrounds, but this year it's a little bit different. We moved it to the back of the fairgrounds where the medieval fair is held as well. It's a really, really nice area. It's shaded. There's a lot of trees and grass, which is great for the dogs because instead of being on that hot cement, they're going to be on some nice grass. And also the shading will be a lot better so it won't be too hot.
That's
It's a
fantastic.
nice, cozy area.
Yeah, that's good thinking, of course, again, for the pets. 'Cause
Yes.
that's what we're here about.
Of course.
And so, Dave, what kind of weather are we expecting?
Well, Cassie, what we did this year was we moved the event up till February because the last 2 years it was in April and it was really hot.
Yeah.
So that hurt our attendance a little bit, but the biggest complaint we heard was that it was really hard on the dog's feet on the hot concrete. So by moving it to the back of the fairgrounds, it's in a grassy area, and by putting it in February, we're expecting much cooler weather. I'm expecting somewhere around 70, 72 degrees, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit of overcast.
Okay.
But as we get closer, of course, we'll have to check with you and Justin on that to see what kind of weather we're going to have.
And I've heard now your request, 72 overcast. I'll put
Yes.
it in
We're
Mother
hoping.
Nature, so we'll hope that that happens.
Thank
no
you.
more active weather on February 6th. That would be great. All important question, will there be food available?
Of course, we have a few gourmet food options. The favorites, we have seafood, cheesesteak sandwiches, all that good stuff, and many more. We're also working on getting a vegetarian truck back, so we have food for the vegetarians. And of course, TCBY will be there with yogurt
Yes.
and smoothies, and of course, the beer tent will be there as well.
I say, if nothing else won me over, you just said TCBY. I'm like, I'll be there.
Exactly.
I'll be there with TCBY. And of course, is there food options as well for the pets, little treats and fun things at some of the vendors there too?
Absolutely.
A lot of people bring samples for the pets, for sure.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, such a fun event. So, of course, another question that's very important. It's a family-friendly event. You said people can bring their pets too.
Absolutely.
Yes, pets are welcome. You should have your dog on a leash. We have had a few people bring their reptiles like snakes wrapped around their necks. But yes, in the last 5 years, we've had over 10,000 dogs attend. And
Whoa.
amazingly, there's only been one incident of dog aggression,
Yeah.
one dog against another. People always thought, well, you can't put that many dogs together because they'll fight. But that's really not the case. They all seem to be there to have a good time, and everybody gets along really well.
Yeah, and hopefully the owners that are choosing to bring their dogs out, they're bringing the type of dog that likes to get along with other dogs.
Yeah,
to
I've
these
heard
events.
people say, oh, I couldn't bring my other dog because he's too crazy, so we left
Yeah.
him home. So only the good dogs come.
The
Yeah,
good
but
dogs.
most of them are good.
Yeah, they get to go and have a good time here. So, being family-friendly, admission, is there an admission cost?
It's only $5 per person. Children 6 and under are free, and pets are free as well. And people can find out more information if they go to celebrationofpets.com, or they could call us at the Pet Pages office. The number there is 378-5353, and we'll answer any questions they have.
That sounds like, I mean, it's an amazing event. It really is. Is there any other information you'd like to share with anyone about it? Anything we forgot today?
Did we forget anything, Chrissy?
I think that's it.
Okay.
All right, so come on out on February 6th. That's in about 2 weeks from now. And
At the
come check it out at the
fairgrounds.
Sarasota
Looking forward
Fairgrounds.
to it.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you
It was
for
nice to
having
see
us.
both of you again.
Same here,
Me too.
Cassie.
And good luck at the celebration of pets.
Thank you.
And stay tuned to Suncoast FYI. We'll be right back. That's our show for today, and thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4223. I'm Cassie Knoll, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.